Russia-Ukraine war, now in its fourth year, has claimed a staggering toll. And in Washington this week, U.S. President Donald Trump broke usual diplomatic restraint with an extraordinary warning. The prolonged conflict could spiral into a third world war if it isn't brought to an end soon. Speaking to reporters from the White House, Trump said that in the past month alone, around 25,000 people, mostly soldiers, lost their lives in the grinding conflict. He expressed deep frustration with the lack of progress in peace talks and bluntly said that everyone keeps playing games like this. We will end up in a third world war if this continues. Behind the stark warning is more than rhetoric. Trump's administration has been pushing for a negotiated end to the war, but repeated diplomatic efforts involving the U.S., Europe, and even indirect contacts with Russian officials have stalled or yielded little progress. Trump's press secretary described the president as sick of meetings for the sake of meetings, insisting that more action and less talk is needed to force a breakthrough. This warning also reflects broader concerns in the West. European leaders are increasingly alarmed that the conflict, even if geographically contained today, could draw in NATO, draw in military support from wider alliances, and escalate into a much broader confrontation involving multiple powers. Satellite imagery, drone strikes, and expanded front lines underscore how unpredictable the battlefield has become, a shock to stability in a world still scarred by major 20th century conflicts. At the heart of the diplomatic deadlock are competing demands. Ukraine insists it won't make territorial concessions or surrender parts of its land as a condition for peace. Russia shows no willingness to accept terms that undermine its hard-won positions. And the U.S., caught between supporting Kyiv and pressing for a swift peace, finds its leverage limited. Some analysts argue that overly rigid demands on both sides are fueling a war without end. Trump's latest warning is thus as much about global security anxiety as it is about domestic politics. Calling out the real possibility of a world war raises the stakes for international actors, but also invites scrutiny of U.S. strategy, its relations with NATO allies, and its balancing act between deterrence and diplomacy. Whether this warning is a calculated push for renewed negotiations or a political signal to allies and adversaries alike, the message is unmistakable. The cost of inaction is too high. And in a world where conflicts are increasingly interconnected, the fear isn't just another regional war. It's that a great power confrontation could ignite global firestorms. For now, the war continues, and the clock on Trump's cautionary deadline keeps ticking.